Good Thursday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith, and you're going to have to be near or indoors near a fireplace or someplace warm over the next 24 to 48 hours as an Arctic air mass has invaded the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area down to Philadelphia and the northern mid-Atlantic as well. And we've got snow, ice, and rain on the way for the front end and actually for the weekend ahead. We've got lots of weather to cover, so we're going to start today with the video forecast discussion for Thursday, the 15th of December 2016. I'll start out with a little bit of snow that moved in through portions of Burlington, Ocean, and Philadelphia late last night, early this morning. We had reports at the Mount Holly office of about 1 inch. As of 1 o'clock this morning, Florence about an inch and about a third of an inch in Medford. Forked River had about a half of an inch, and also Philadelphia Office of Emergency Management reporting in with about a half of an inch early this morning. That has now all pushed off to the east, but we have additional snow flurries and squalls that are approaching from the northwest during today. Morning pass, the visible satellite this morning shows mostly clear skies across most of the region. There's a little bit of cumulus clouds or lower mid-level clouds around the region. Here's what's left over of the snow shower activity off the coast of Jersey this morning. It's a visible satellite. We can see the striations on the water vapor channel also showing up from north to south gradient here, where that air is running, the water vapor is running over the colder tops and the ridges here with this Arctic air mass that's in place. Again, we find lake streamers here coming off of Lakes Erie and Lake Ontario here. Some of these streamers are dying out as they head south and east through upper northeastern Pennsylvania. And don't be surprised if portions of the Poconos, portions of northwestern New Jersey, and the hills here in the Hudson River Valley area get to see a flurry or two during today as some of these snow squalls will work their way in on that Arctic air mass in place. We can see that with the Arctic cold front that passed. Here's another cold front moving in from off the Great Lakes here, and this will be approaching the area, reinforcing the cold air that's already in place right now. And, well, we've got snow, rain, and ice on the way for the weekend, and we'll get into that in just a moment. Watches, warnings, and advisories. These are from the National Weather Service in New York City. Philadelphia hasn't updated their grids, and you would think that there would be some more collaboration between the two offices on this, but there is a wind advisory in effect from the New York office from 9 a.m. this morning till 6 this evening, and then a high wind warning in effect in these areas from 6 p.m. this evening till 6 a.m. on Friday. Obviously, very cold air mass will remain in place through Saturday with sub-zero wind chills and likely during tonight and Friday morning. High temperatures should remain in the 20s today. The low temperatures tonight will fall to single digits and teens, and this could mean also with these high winds that we could have some toppled trees or branches down, maybe some power outage information coming in onto the grids later this afternoon and tonight, and also pipes could also freeze under these brief extreme conditions. Hopefully the National Weather Service will issue a wind advisory criteria for all of the forecast area. I'm surprised they haven't done so already. Meanwhile, we have gale warnings in effect on the Jersey coast till 6 a.m. on Friday, gale warnings until 6 p.m. on Thursday for South Shore and East Ends of Long Island, the North Shore and South Shore of Long Island as well. Morning surface observations this morning show gusty winds about 20 to 25 miles an hour, making the air temperatures here in the upper teens and lower 20s across the region feel like they're in the single digits and at least near zero. We have some snow shower activity across the Poconos here, stretching into the Hudson River Valley area and just south around Middletown. Some of these will drift south and east across the northern tier of the forecast zones during today on these gusty north to northwesterly winds. And this is going to add to the chill with temperatures today not getting out of the teens and 20s, pretty much where they are right now. And with the wind gust increasing into the 20s, 30s, and perhaps even 40 to the coast later this afternoon, it's going to be an issue for some trees, power line issues, and also freezing of pipes with these temperatures in place. Otherwise, we have generally clear to partly cloudy skies, and it's just burr out there this morning. On the aviation weather deck for today, mainly VFR conditions expected through the period at the Taft sites. The only exception may be a passing snow shower and the strong cold advection today into this evening, especially in Reading and Allentown. However, the timing and location of any showers of snow actually is uncertain, so they may not be included in the terminal forecast area, but just be on the lookout for that. An increasing west to northwest wind expected early this morning. Sustained wind speeds forecast to increase to 15 to 25 knots during the daylight hours. Gusts into the 30s. Wind speed gusts are anticipated to diminish gradually during tonight. Friday VFR, high pressure and control. Friday night and Saturday, clouds lower and thicken to IFR and lower. as the ceilings do, as low pressure near the Great Lakes and a warm front crosses the region by Saturday. Snow develops across the region on Friday night and then mixes with and changes over to rain from southeast to northwest on Saturday. There could be a period of freezing rain or ice pellets during the transition. Still some uncertainty regarding the timing, but the morning from Philadelphia south and east into the afternoon for Reading and Allentown. Southwest winds could gust up to around 20 knots, moderate confidence on that. Saturday night, remaining IFR and lower in light rain and fog, southwest winds continuing around 20 knots. Sunday, periods of rain with IFR or lower. Rain could also change back to snow or a wintry mix to the north and west while it's ending. Northwest winds up to 20 knots. Sunday night, any precipitation comes to an end and conditions should return to VFR. Monday, high pressure builds back into the area with VFR conditions once again. And as the screen is refreshing, lots of weather going on. Let's get to Newark right now. At Newark Airport, it is cold. It's 25. Dew point is 1. Relative humidity 36%. The air is bone dry. Wind out of the west at 23, gusting up to 30 knots. And that is making the wind chill feel like it's 10 outside. Broken ceilings, scattered to broken clouds around the region today with VFR conditions in place. Philadelphia is cold too. It's 25. Dew point is 1 Fahrenheit. Relative humidity 36%. The wind is out of the northwest, just due west at 25, gust to 33. A few clouds at around 5,500. Wind chill feels like 9. VFR conditions in place. Roller coaster ride in temperatures as the next couple of days into next week, and not surprising, it's just before the holiday time and the winter season is already upon us. Temperatures today in the low to mid 20s. This is not factoring in the wind. These are the actual high temperatures forecasted for today. It is Arctic air in place. On Friday, the heart of the cold air is on top of us with lighter winds. Temperatures again upper teens inland. 20s just about everywhere else. We warm it up on its southwest flow with precipitation of frozen variety changing over to rain on Saturday as temperatures go back into the upper 40s to around 50 degrees by the ocean ports here. Sunday, temperatures fall back again into the 40s and 50s across the region. Monday, another cold front comes through. Dry conditions, high pressure builds back in. Temperatures upper 20s to low and mid 30s. On Tuesday, we rebound slowly through the 30s across the forecast region. By Wednesday, we're still back into the 30s and lower 40s across the region. We'll get into the forecast graphics in a moment. Just wanted to let you look at some of the preliminary thinking of the National Weather Service's offices here with the potential for snow on Friday night into Saturday morning. We're looking at anywhere from 4 to 6 inches across northwestern New Jersey, 3 to 4 around the Interstate 80 corridor here. A little bit further south, 3 to 4, 2 to 3 in southwestern Pennsylvania. This is the most likely scenario, and of course the potential for this much exists too, with greater than 5-6 inches as you head north into 84 and north of 80 here to the Poconos and southeastern New York. If we looked at the National Weather Service's ice grid here, we could find anywhere from 2 to 4 hundredths of an inch of ice as the changeover occurs during the morning and afternoon hours in northwestern New Jersey. So it's going to be very difficult getting around this area, particularly later on Saturday morning into the afternoon as cold air at the surface lingers as it's warming up aloft. Now, most likely snowfall for northeastern New Jersey into the city, anywhere from 4 to 6 inches in northern Passaic, Bergen, Paramus here at 3 to 4, Newark at 3 to 4 inches, JFK 2 to 3, out on Long Island. This is the same theme here. And as you head up towards 84 and into Connecticut River Valley area, anywhere from 4 to 6 inches. And the potential again for this much, above 6 inches around Carmel and Montgomery here, as much as 5 possible in Danbury before the changeover. Paramus at 4, West Milford at 6, Newark at 4, Farmingdale and Islip at 3. And if we look at the potential for the most likely glazing here again, as we head into the colder valleys here where the temperatures will be warming slower at the surface, we can have anywhere from 2 to 4 hundredths of an inch of ice before the changeover to rain. And we're looking at a very wet system with generally 1 to 1.5 inches of rainfall or total precipitation as we head from Friday night right through Sunday morning. Taking a look at the NAM 3-kilometer parallel composite reflectivity forecast. Here comes the snow plumes here from off the lake. Some of these getting into northwest Jersey, parts of the Hudson River Valley this afternoon under that Arctic northwesterly flow. And of course, the Arctic air is causing all of these problems. Here comes the isentropic lift. Here comes our disturbance out of the Great Lakes and the warm front now approaching to our south and west as we head into Friday night and Saturday. The cold air, the Arctic air, and high pressure is going to be slower to retreat. And that means snow develops across the route near midnight or so from southwest to northeast. It may take a little longer to get into northwestern New Jersey and the Hudson River Valley, including the city, but it looks like it's probably going to do its number with the 70 to 80 knot low-level jet, so that's going to bring in rapid warming, but as it does so, it's also going to bring in the precipitation probably a little faster than what's modeled here. And the snow is going to come down and accumulate before it starts to change over. And we can see the mixing here from rain and ice here, ice pellets and sleet here. On Saturday morning, this is still far back down to the southwest around Philadelphia and south central Jersey's coastline area near Atlantic City and Philadelphia, North Philadelphia, and also the northern portions of the Delmarva here. And it's still snowing pretty good in northwestern New Jersey, central New Jersey, the coast. It's beginning to mix with rain right along the immediate coast and also over central and eastern Long Island as the warm air from off the ocean winds out. And eventually these pockets of snow and ice pellets will make their way into New Jersey's upper reaches here, northern New Jersey, the lower Hudson Valley area during the morning hours, and then eventually just to change over to some freezing rain and then ice, and then going over to rain by Saturday afternoon. And that's where the problem lies, where the pileup of snow and ice beforehand. And we'll just give you a basic graphic here if we can look at this. So basically what's being modeled here is 5 inches across northwestern New Jersey's upper tier here in the Hudson River Valley, and generally 2, 3, 4 inches in this swath here from central Jersey right down to Philly, and then less as you head further south and east towards the coast with more warming and then hence more rainfall from this system. GFS pretty much looks the same way. High pressure retreats here. We can see that. Here's our Arctic high retreating on Friday night, early Saturday morning as our warm front. And a storm system approaches from the Great Lakes and the Ohio River Valley with the warm front. Everything then goes over to rain by Saturday afternoon, according to the GFS, with interior areas here still hovering with some sleet or ice pellets or even freezing rain at that point. Everything goes to rain, then off the coast as the low heads up toward the St. Lawrence River Valley. Drags another cold front through the region on Saturday. There could be a break in precipitation, could be much lighter. Could be looking at some drizzle and fog around the region on Saturday night in some spots before the rain comes back on Sunday morning ahead of the cold front. And it looks like even the GFS wants to end some of this precipitation as either light snow or ice pellets as it gets out of here on Sunday night, and then a drier forecast for Monday and the early part of the week as we head into Christmas week with high pressure and near seasonable temperatures throughout the region as we head into the week with dry weather conditions. Now, as we head into the holiday weekend here, and we're going to find another storm system approach from the polar stream here across the Great Lakes. That's going to drag warmer air in on southwesterly flow Friday, December 23rd into Friday actually itself. We find more rain across the region heading into the Hanukkah and also Christmas weekend here. And that gets out of here. It looks like a dry forecast right now as we head into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And then by Christmas night into Christmas night into Monday, or Sunday actually, Christmas Day, we could be dealing with rain around the region. So lots of changes. Don't know if this is going to be evident just yet, but lots of up and down swings in the weather as we move forward here. Hats, scarves, gloves, essential. Also essential is layers. And also essential is ice scrapers and snow removal equipment, because you're going to need all of these things over the next couple of days as we head into the weekend. For everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. Stay warm and stay safe out there. We'll see you bright and early on Friday morning.